On arrival, officers found the body of a 27-year-old female, and I can confirm that the deceased is Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse was one of the world's best-known stars when she was found dead in her London flat at the age of 27 years. With a huge collection of Brits and Grammies to her name, she was nothing short of an inspiration. But what about her death? Was there any hidden truth behind her tragic death? Join us as we bring to you sad facts about Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse had a deep love for soul and jazz music. She created a unique style of pop music that many people loved. One of her most popular songs, Rehab, revealed her struggles with addiction. Sadly, her problems with drugs and alcohol took a toll on her life. On July 23, 2011, at the young age of 27, Amy Winehouse passed away from alcohol poisoning in her home in London. Amy's death came as a shock for the whole world, but those who knew her well were not at all surprised. Here are some facts about her death. At the tender age of 9, Amy Winehouse experienced the heartbreak of her parents' divorce. Witnessing the dissolution of their marriage at such a young age left a lasting imprint of sadness and melancholy in her heart. However, she channeled these emotions brilliantly in her music, harnessing the power of her personal experiences to create heartfelt and soul-stirring songs that resonated with audiences worldwide. By her mid-teens, Amy had started experimenting with drugs. Amy enjoyed alcohol and smoking pot even before her career began, but once her career began to soar, she turned to even harder drugs like heroin and crack cocaine. During her last days, she would often be too drunk to perform on stage. If you observe closely, you will notice that she is drunk and drugged. The Academy Award-winning documentary Amy shed light on a poignant moment in Amy Winehouse's life. It revealed a notable incident where her own father hesitated to send her to rehab during a crucial period where she needed it the most. In 2005, Amy Winehouse crossed paths with Blake Fielder Civil, who would later become her husband. Their connection was immediate, and they swiftly fell deeply in love with each other. However, as their relationship progressed, signs of trouble began to emerge. Within a few months, it became evident that something was amiss with Amy. Blake Fielder Civil eventually admitted his role in introducing Amy to highly addictive substances, namely crack cocaine and heroin. During the recording of her second album, Back to Black, in New York, Amy Winehouse faced a devastating loss. Her beloved grandmother, Cynthia, passed away. The death of her grandmother, whose advice Amy valued the most, affected her immensely. In remembrance of her beloved grandmother, she decided to get a prominent tattoo on her arm. The tattoo depicted a 1950s-style woman, serving as a lasting tribute to Cynthia and a symbol of their enduring connection. Following the immense success of her album, Back to Black, and the tumultuous nature of her relationship with Blake, Amy Winehouse became a magnet for media attention. The paparazzi incessantly stationed themselves outside her residence, making her a never-ending news story. The constant intrusion and scrutiny took a toll on Amy's well-being. She felt trapped and cornered, as if she were being pursued relentlessly by these photographers and journalists. The situation was surreal and unsettling, leaving her longing for escape from this invasive presence. In this extraordinary and bewildering scenario, Amy and Blake's relationship became increasingly intertwined. Interesting fact: distressing images of Amy Winehouse surfaced, displaying her with visible signs of injury, including bruises and blood stains on her face and body. It was reported that these photographs were taken following an alleged altercation with her husband. In the pictures, Amy could be seen wearing ballet shoes soaked in blood, with bruises apparent on her neck, bandages wrapped around her arms, and her makeup smudged. In one of her final public appearances before her untimely death, Amy Winehouse took to the stage alongside her goddaughter, Dionne Bromfield, at the Roundhouse in Camden. During the performance, Amy appeared to be in good spirits, radiating happiness and displaying a healthier demeanor. However, tragically, mere hours after this seemingly positive and promising appearance, Amy reverted back to her detrimental habits. On the evening of July 22, 2011, Amy Winehouse engaged in a final conversation with her bodyguard, Andrew Morris, before retiring to bed. He said, "She was showing me some clips on her laptop and she was singing, and she said, 'Boy, I can sing.' And I said, 'Damn right you can sing.' She said, 'If I could, I would give it back just to walk down the street with no hassle. I would.'" Throughout her life, Amy had battled with personal demons, and her struggles were evident to those who were close to her. The way she lived her life sadly foreshadowed her tragic ending.